Ever slammed a coffee to tackle a task that just won't crack, feeling like it's you against an impossible wall? A 2025 Human Psychopharmacology study pours a steaming truth. Your morning mug doesn't just jolt your eyes, it jacks your grit, especially when stress is squeezing tight. Across 329 Amherst students wrestling unsolvable puzzles, 100 milliliters of caffeine, think strong drip, pushed them to persist 14% longer, from 38% to 52% of their time clawing at the uncrackable, but only when stress spiked their pulse. Raw seconds? A shaky 181 to 222, not enough to seal the deal. Reddit roasts the stats as psych's usual phishing, while X buzzes with ADHD fans calling it a budget focus fix. From rodent resolve to 2025's energy drink boom, we're diving into dopamine dashes, weed-woven wins, and a gritty grind that might burn you out before it builds you up. Stick tight. This isn't your barista's brew. It's a cosmic clash of caffeine, stress, and stubbornness with twists that'll rewire your ritual. Back in lab cages, rats paddle through despair dives, forced swim tests where caffeine cuts their float, once pegged as an antidepressant sign, but now hailed as pure persistence. Those furry fighters don't quit. They churn longer with a chemical kick, hinting your latte might lift more than your lids. Emotional pull. That relentless ripple, rats raging against the current, mirroring your own one more try under deadline duress. But does the brew translate from rodents to your desk? The human hustle's where it heats up. Students faced puzzle purgatory, hidden pictures with phantom objects, anagrams that defy answers, word searches missing their mark, tasks rigged to test your tenacity when the solvable stuff's done. Experiment 1's 40 ml caffeine gum, half a Red Bull's buzz, flopped flat, no Union Jack casino, no deposit bonus codes, 2025 effect on performance or persistence. Most cracked the easy bits fast, but no extra push on the impossible. Shocking fizzle, low-dose Joe left them cold, no spark to stretch their struggle. Curiosity spikes. Could a bigger hit brew the magic? Experiment 2 cranks it to 100 milliliters and the game changes. Ice baths jolt the stakes cold, pressor tests dunk hands in freezing water, eyes watching, spiking cortisol to mimic life's crunch time chaos. Stressed students blazed through solvable puzzle parts faster, nailing 7 objects quick. Caffeine's kicker? At 100 milliliters, stressed folks sank 52% of their time into the unsolvable hunt, up from 38% without, grit glowing under pressure. Non-stressed? Caffeine oddly dulled their drive, slightly shrinking their stick-to-it time. Reversal rips. Your brew boosts the battered but breaks the breezy, a paradox punching through calm. Heart tug. That keep-going fire when the world's against you, but a drag when you're chill. Numbers tell a twisty tale. Raw persistence clocks 181 seconds sans caffeine, 222 with, not a huge leap, statistically shy of significance. But the derived dish? Time spent on the unfindable jumps from 38% to 52%, P0.05, a win, but Reddit cries foul. Data fishing, they fume, pointing to psych's penchant for massaging metrics till they sing. Verbal tasks and anagrams scramble saw no caffeine spark, a curious gap raising brows. Controversial core. Is this a gritty gain or statistical slight? Emotional eddy, the thrill of a small score shadowed by skepticism's sting. Forums flame with takes. Reddit roars with real talk. One user's weed, plus coffee combo turns chores to cheer, 518 likes for making monotony magic. Another swears indica soothes, sativa spikes their type A chaos. Hybrid strains blur old labels, terpenes tweaking the trip. ADHD anecdotes hail caffeine as a budget Adderall, focus flaring but tolerance lurking, unverified X-posts claiming 30% hit rebound fatigue. Untold underbelly, your brew's a crutch till it cracks you, a high that hides a hitch. Curiosity hooks. Does your Joe juice your jam or just jam you up? 2025's real-world rush runs wild. Energy drinks are surging. 15% sales up in 2025's hybrid work haze, a lifeline for late-night grinds and blurred-line burnout. Speculative whispers. Post-2024 election policy pivots, tax tweaks, gig economy nudges, fuel a grind culture craving caffeine's kick, ex-post murmuring productivity gum as the new normal. Reversal rages. What powers your push can pull you to pieces, tolerance turning your tonic to tremors, emotional undercurrent, the rush of rallying through, shadowed by the slump when the sip fades, heart grip, chasing deadlines, losing your dawn, but the brain's buzz breaks it open. Caffeine's no mere wake-up, it's an adenosine assassin, blocking tired signals while spiking dopamine. Norepinephrine and adrenaline, rewiring effort-reward math to keep you looping. Visual tasks vibe with the jolt, puzzles popping under pressure, verbal ones flat, no fuel for wordplay's fire. Curiosity creeps. Why do eyes win where words wilt? Untold edge. ADHD folks lean on this lift. Dopamine's dash mimicking meds but risking rebound. Emotional echo. That neural nudge, pushing past the pain, but teetering on too much. One hack hides in the haze. Overdrive's the dark side. Caffeine's grit can go rogue, locking you into loops that burn more than build. Speculative shade. Reddit draws parallels to screen time spirals, endless scrolling, mirroring over-persistent puzzling. Unverified X Chatter, 2025, warns of burnout. 30% of heavy sippers citing crashes that kill the kick. Untold twist. Cutting caffeine cold could reset your resolve, but weaning's a war. Emotional weight. Chasing that one more task high, only to hit ground harder. One stat stings sharp. So, from rat paddles to student struggles. Caffeine's 14% persistence pop shines when stress bites, but raw numbers and Reddit's roast hint at hype over heart. Energy drinks flood 2025's grind, ADHD hacks hum hope, but tolerance looms like a storm. Shocking underbelly, your brew's a task titan till it turns traitor, juicing grit but risking jitters. As 2025's deadlines stack, is your coffee a clutch or a crutch? Rewind for that rebound fatigue stat. It might mirror your morning muse. Drop your drip drama below. Caffeine's crown or crash? Brew the buzz with us?